Hello and welcome everyone to this Warcraft replay. This is going to be the second game, and actually the final game of Group A's. Unless we have a tiebreaker, then this is not the final, but if there are no tiebreakers, then this is the final. I'm not going to tell you if there is a tiebreaker or not. Just leave that for you to decide and count the points and all that stuff. We are actually on the first game that is on the map Bright and Dark for WCA, so yeah, a lot of firsts and lasts apparently. Either way, bottom left we have Xixi, the blue Night Elf player. Top right we have Yumiko, the red human player. First off, what we do see, see any differences here? See any differences? Yeah. See this moonwell that's been placed down obligatorily next to this Ancient of War, rather far away from the main base, I might add. Is that any indications to you? No? Okay. See the Altar of Elders yet? Nope. I guess not. Well, yeah. Hell, even the first time I was casting this, I pretty much figured that this was going to be a Tavern Hero start. But to which Tavern Hero, I wonder? Yes, I bet that's what you guys are wondering as well. Either way, standard stuff from Yumiko, even down to like the harassment with the creep camps here. The Wisp doesn't particularly reset the aggro of those gnolls, but what can you do? Hell, where's the Wisp going? Oh, right, next to the tavern. Wonder which Tavern Hero it might pick up. Well, normally against Orc matchups we would have a Beastmaster, but when it comes to just standard Night Elf play, then there are two options. It's either a Panda first, or the dreaded Dark Ranger first. So, to tease you guys a little more, I will actually, not show the first hero of Xixi. Actually, I will show you guys when the hero actually walks to the screen. But for now, it looks like Yumiko's still going for the standard play, even going for the power creeping of the creep camp. Ancient of War, where are you going? Mercenary camp or no creep camp? Oh, it's the Dark Ranger. Great. By now, you guys should probably know that I don't particularly like the Dark Ranger, despite the Dark Ranger not being like the absolute worst first hero from the tavern. There is a worst, and I think there is worse. I think it would possibly go down to the Goblin Tinker, because the Goblin Tinker so far has not proved to me that it could win games. I mean, comments and in theory it could work, but like in the real thing, I have not seen it work. For the Dark Ranger, I've seen it work once, and I believe it was Xixi that played it, and he doesn't have a good record with the Dark Ranger anyway, so there's that. But essentially what the Dark Ranger is trying to do here is to, mass up a huge skeleton army thanks to the black arrows that you can get with your first ability. You could potentially be good, but I think the skeleton's a little too weak at level 1 to be that much of a threat. I think level 2 black arrow, level 2 dark minions might be able to put up a better fight, I would say. But for now, Xixi is solely relying on the numbers here, even though Yumiko's doing a good job not choosing to fight, because this is definitely a battle that he would lose. I just don't think the Dark Ranger can work too well. I think instead of trying to look for a fight, what Xixi should do is start creeping harder creep camps. I think this is what Xixi's actually going to do here. Go after this Overlord camp. Probably a ballsy play, because Howl of Terror is definitely not a debuff you should actually underestimate, but he's gonna go for it. Okay, well, there we go with another Howl of Terror. Yumiko did clear this gold mine camp. It is looking like he wants to go for another expand play himself. I mean, it worked in game... it didn't work in game 1, but I guess it almost did. Maybe it could work against this type of hero here. Overlord has been taken down. Ring Protection +3 has been picked up, but sold immediately. We have Boots of Speed picked up instead. Okay. So the question is the Dark Ranger going to go for a second hero to accompany her, or is she just going to go first, or only hero? Well, I don't know. Definitely the reason why I dislike the Dark Ranger first is because she is rather weak by herself. I mean, normally Dark Ranger firsts don't go for a silence. So yeah, pandas are usually picked up second, or maybe even the Demon Hunter second as well. So panda first, or panda second, which will lead into hopefully a lot of AoE damage against those footmen, but the militia was able to get a surround on the panda himself, so that's rather embarrassing actually. And actually get a surround on archers as well. Yumiko is just killing it here. So we do have level 2 dark minions available. I think they are better than the skeletal minions from the Rod of Necromancy, but I'm not too sure if that is actually true. Either way, as the footmen's fall, more skeletons get raised. Like classic undead concept here, and it could work. It just doesn't seem to. As you can see, the Dark Ranger is actually taking a lot of damage, forcing herself to use a greater healing potion. But I mean, gotta say, Xixi's picking up quite a bit of kills here, despite the Dark Ranger actually being out of mana this time. This might force Xixi to actually retreat here, because there's no way that Xixi could actually bolster her numbers anymore. Okay. Hunter Soul has been completed, so double Ancient of Lore transition for Xixi. Essentially it's the same playstyle, it's the same, how should I say it, mid-game army composition, but it's just not the same playstyle, at least in the early game. Anyway, Panda was I believe Panda was revived through the altar. That's why he has extra bit of mana. Who knows? I didn't actually keep eyes on that. Town Hall has been completed, and this might be a problem for Xixi here, because I mean, if we have an Arcane Tower, or two in fact for Yumiko, Dark Ranger would essentially be useless here. Dark minions will be completely slaughtered by the feedback damage of that Arcane Tower. So yeah, a lot of difficulties here for Xixi, I imagine. He really needs to get a tier 2 army going, because that's the only way he could break through this expand. Tier 2's halfway done for Yumiko, but will it be needed? Who knows? It probably will be, since Double Ancient of Laws has been completed. We're actually going to have the first Dryads coming out. Nature's Blessing is going to be upgraded, although like the time used right now could be used for tier 3. I guess he just really wants that move speed and armor for the eventual Tree of Life that could be placed down at this expand. Ancient of Wonders was placed down at the tavern, so I guess could be utilized by the Dark Ranger much quicker. Preservation Staff was also picked up as well. We also have +6 attack as well as the +3 from those agility slippers. Dark Ranger hits quite a bit, I guess. Archmage picking up a Wisp kill there. Always doing his best to maximize the experience he could get. Okay, Witch base to attack. Seems like it's gonna be the main expand again. Will it be successful? Who knows? It's double Arcane Towers as well as 3 Guard Towers versus a pretty non-tanky army actually, and the Panda might get taken down. Will not. He will actually get preserved back at base. Of course he has to move all the way towards those moon walls to heal up. Expand looks like it's going to be interrupted once again by Yumiko. TV scroll most likely from the Demon Hunter. He will, not Demon Hunter, Dark Ranger will try to defend this as best as possible, but if he loses Tree of Life, it's essentially GG here, because I mean so much was spent on trying to set that up. Nature's Blessing was upgraded, tier 3 was delayed, and yeah, that is actually going to be an immediate GG from Xixi. So that was the final game, and that was another loss to the Dark Ranger first. It's not like I particularly hate that hero. I mean, like I said, there's even worse first heroes out there. Yeah. I mean, I'm just not convinced by it. Yep. I'll see you guys next time, and take care, because this is gonna be a rather long intermission here. Or not. Here's the score screen. Yep. Maybe not too telling, I guess. I mean, Xixi did nicely in massing up quite a number of skeletons, but it was rather pointless once Yumiko finally got his expand out, because there's no way you can break that with skeletons alone. So, meh. I'll see you guys in the next series of Group B. Take care.